Two champions, one belt, and an entire fan base split down the middle. June 28th is going to be pure violence. Hold on to your mouthguards, MMA fans, because the heavyweight storm is officially brewing. The long-awaited clash of titans, Jon "Bones" Jones versus Tom the British powerhouse Aspinall, is finally happening on June 28th. And yes, the UFC has decided it's time to unify those shiny heavyweight belts. This isn't just any fight. This is the kind of high-stakes showdown that makes grown men scream at their TVs, and casual fans suddenly become experts in cage footwork and reach advantage. For months, the MMA world has been teetering on the edge of its seat, refreshing Dana White's Twitter feed like it was a stock ticker. Ever since Tom Aspinall flattened Sergey Pavlovich like a pancake at brunch to snatch the interim heavyweight title, fans have been howling for a unification bout. And who better to unify the titles against than the man, the myth, the frequently controversial legend, Jon Jones? At first, it looked like we'd have to make peace with the idea of Jones riding off into the sunset after defending against Stipe Miocic. But plot twist, Dana White, with his signature cryptic optimism, dropped a juicy update that reignited the hype machine. Suddenly, Jones versus Aspinall wasn't just a fantasy matchup you debate over beers. It was a very real possibility. And now, it's on. Well, almost, maybe, probably, we think. Jones, currently dabbling in other combat sports adventures, because why not challenge mortality in multiple disciplines, has been playing the long game. He's hinted that he'd need 6 months of prep before throwing down with the young Brit, which had many thinking the unification fight wouldn't go down until late 2025. But surprise, the UFC brass have seemingly fast-tracked negotiations, with International Fight Week being eyed like a prime cut of steak. June 28th is now circled, underlined, and highlighted on every fan's calendar. Now let's talk about the split, the great fan base divide. If this was a reality TV show, we'd be on season 3 of Team Bones versus Team Tom. Forums, podcasts, gym locker rooms, even awkward family dinners are buzzing with heated debates. Do you side with the seasoned GOAT who's been decimating legends since flip phones were still cool? Or do you bet on the fresh-faced Aspinall, a heavyweight who moves like a middleweight and punches like he's trying to realign your spine? Despite being 37 and arguably closer to dad bod than fight night form, Jon Jones is still the gold standard. The guy's fight IQ is so high it might require its own degree. He doesn't just beat people, he dismantles them. Every fight is a new puzzle, and Jones shows up like a slightly sociopathic Sudoku master. On the other hand, Aspinall is the future. Youth, speed, explosive power, and the kind of footwork that makes dance instructors jealous. It's hard not to see him as the chosen one, a Jedi of the Octagon, if you will. Even fellow UK fighter Paddy the Batty Pimblett, never one to shy away from a hot take, refuses to pick against Jones. Despite being tight with Aspinall, Paddy made it crystal clear on the Full Send podcast that his heart might be British, but his brain is betting Bones. Tom's my mate and one of the coolest dudes in MMA, Paddy confessed, but picking against Jon Jones, I just can't do it. The man's been watching Jones since the Matt Hamill DQ debacle, yes, that own, and still swears by the GOAT's legendary fight IQ and adaptability. So whether you're riding with the old king or rallying behind the new blood, one thing's for sure, this fight is going to be a certified banger. The build-up has all the drama, nostalgia, and hype you could dream of, and come June 28th, the heavyweight division will finally have one true ruler. Grab the popcorn. This one's going to be wild. Whether you're Team Bones or backing Britain's best, one thing's certain, this isn't just a fight, it's history in the making. June 28th will crown the undisputed king of the heavyweight division. Buckle up because the Octagon is about to shake. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon to get updates on your favorite fighters and events.